Hello, welcome to this video. Today I'm going to show you guys how to import audio into Dreams properly. What you'll need is your sound file, you'll need Audacity, and you also need to log into indreams.me. So I have indreams.me here. I'm logged in. Jump to the audio importer. So jump to this, go OK, and now we can start adding audio. I'm going to show a quick tutorial using Audacity for clips that are longer than 30 seconds. So I have sound here on the left. I'm going to drag it into Audacity, and the audio importer can only import 30 seconds at a time. So this is well over 30 seconds, so we need to import it in sections. So to do that, what you want to do is drag the mouse pointer up the top here until you get this highlighted section and let it snap to these points. Let's make it 15 seconds. Hover the cursor over until you get this yellow line and then drag until you get that section. Then over here, export audio. So the shortcut is Control Shift E. And what you want to do is export the current selection instead of the entire project. You just want to export the 15 seconds that you have here. So now you just need a folder that you can browse to. So I'm going to save it to the desktop in a new folder called, just call it sound. And I'm going to just call it 1 and save it as a WAV file because Dreams only imports WAV. So hit save. If you don't have WAV, you just go to the format and then select it. And then hit export. And then continue on here and drag this highlighted area till it snaps to the end. And then export the next section. So you want the yellow lines here. And then continue. So export audio. This is the second section. It's already in that directory. So export, drag until it snaps, and then snap it again. Export 3, and then the next part. Export 4. So you want to keep track. You want to try and memorize what you're up to. So now I'm going to export this. 5, I think. So once you have that, you want to open up the folder where it's located. So I know it's in this folder here. Now over in Dreams to get these files into Dreams. So in the drop down menu, you want to jump to modes, go to sound mode, go to the tools, and on the far right, you want to make sure this is checked. If it's not checked, then it won't work. Now let's jump over to the website here, and what you want to do is just drag and drop it into this purple area. You can listen to it if you want. So that's what's going to import into Dreams, and you just go send to Dreams and hit OK. So I'm going to minimize this window so we can see what happens in Dreams. So make sure this is checked. Hit OK. It's uploading. And then you should get a green notification saying it's imported successfully, but it takes a while for it to load. So you can see the loading icon at the bottom right left here. What am I saying? At the bottom right corner, not bottom right left. Bottom right corner. So now it's imported. So you want to place it there. Something you might want to do is add a timeline. Hold L1 and then hold the left button so that it's smaller and just drag it out. And you can also change it to actual time frame. So this is 15 seconds. So then you just drag it into the timeline here. So now let's continue importing the rest. To import the rest, I like to hit refresh, go OK, and then let's put in the second one here. Send to Dreams, hit OK. It takes a while, and now it's in the scene. In Dreams, it's going to take a while for it to load. So it's loading there. Now it's successfully in the scene. So to snap it to other parts, you want to hold L1. Holding L1 will snap it to the end of the other one. And now let's import the other section. Drag and drop in 3. Sometimes this works if you just drag it on top of this, but sometimes it doesn't. Here you can see it did work. It will load again. Place it. And yeah, let's do the rest. So now we only have 2 left. So if you drag and drop on top of the sound wave, sometimes this happens, which is why I hit refresh most of the time. So 4, send it, hit OK. I'm going to import the last one now. So again, just to be safe, I'm hitting refresh, add the last one in, and send to Dreams. Hit OK, and that should be the last one. And now all of the files that were on our computer. Sometimes this can happen too. When that happens, what you want to do is double check in Dreams, and for some reason this is unchecked. That happens sometimes, so you want to always make sure this is checked. Let's go back to our main screen here. Redo it again. We'll drag in number 5, send. It should work now that we have that checked. So there we go. There's the last one. Now when you zoom in, you can see these gaps in the audio. So what you want to do is drag it until there's no gap. And there we go. That's all of the files from our computer imported into Dreams. So now when you press play, it's the same audio. Make sure this is checked. This is the most important thing. Yeah, that's it. I hope you find this useful, and I'll see you in the next video.